displaying the glory of God's creation by exploring America one park at a time. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave, the park's professor. 19th hole. The par and distance are at the top of the screen. This hole is the last of the 5 spaghetti-type holes that play up and down this hillside. We saw the first 4 of those holes on the previous video. This hole plays moderately uphill, and is very open until you get up here close to the basket. There are several trees around the basket, so basically the strategy is to throw it as far up the hill as you can off of the tee, thereby making the approach easier. I do want to welcome you back to Parking Full Time. I am Big Dave, the parks professor. There's the view back down to the tee from behind the basket. The 20th hole offers 2 distinct lines of play. There's a tighter and more direct line off to the right, but we're going to walk the longer and wider line off to the left. When I played this hole, the longer line seemed like a better risk-reward to me, but more daring and better players might choose otherwise. Most holes on this course have multiple possible basket positions, and that's the cause of the range of distances I'm giving you at the top of the screen. On this video clip, the basket was in the long B position, and therefore this hole did play the full 292 feet when I came here. I like the strategy and risk-reward that this hole offers. The 21st hole is a slight dogleg right. It plays through a dense smattering of trees, and therefore you're going to need an accurate left to right disc flight on your tee shot in order to get close to the basket to set up a birdie opportunity on this hole. This area is the very front part of the park, and the road behind the basket here is the park entrance road. That road is out of bounds, and therefore you don't want to miss long on this hole. I captured this video on Friday, September the 20th, and it was a warm and humid afternoon with temperatures in the low 80s when I came here. There's the basket and the view back to the tee. Hole number 22 is in the same spirit as the previous hole, but it's quite a bit longer. There's this dense smattering of trees, and there's also a fairly low ceiling. So I recommend a low tee shot with a slight right to left disc flight, and then from there just try to pick your way whatever way seems the most manageable to get the rest of the way through the trees. The basket in this video clip is in the C position, which is the longest position on this hole. So this hole did play as a 471-foot par 4 on the day that I came here. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for watching. Parking Full Time would not be anything without the people who watch. I realize that every day, and I thank you every day. As we approach the basket, you'll notice that there is the park entrance road here, just in front of the basket. Again, every park road on this course is out of bounds, including that one there right in front of the basket. There are also the 2 large trees in front of the basket that really constrict the approach, and so this is by far the hardest hole on the back 6. To get to the 23rd tee, you want to walk inbound on the park road and then look to the right. The 23rd hole plays slightly downhill. There is some dense woods off to the right. There's a row of trees that constricts the fairway somewhat to the left, but this is still a pretty generous fairway. I should mention that they reconfigured this course and renumbered the holes a few years ago. This is actually the old finishing hole. As we get up close to the basket, you'll see there's this really nice hanging basket here on this hole. Honestly, it's a pretty boring hole with a pretty interesting basket. The 24th hole is the new finishing hole on this course. The tee shot features a forced water carry over the lake. It's about 100 to 175 feet to clear the water, depending on what line you choose. And so most players will clear the water, and we're going to jump across the water momentarily here. More problematic are the dense woods to the right of the fairway and the right of the basket. This is a far more exciting and far superior finishing hole to the previous one, and therefore I like the renumbering and reconfiguration that they did on this course. Overall, this is a very nice course. Some of the holes rely too much on power and not enough on strategy for my taste, but that's the only reason I don't give it 5 stars. Most players will really enjoy your round here, as did I. That is the end of the course. Have a great afternoon, take care, and Lord bless.